Downstairs, Terry's bringing his robot skeleton to life. We just hope it doesn't turn on its creator.
Oh, that hurt.
Now that Terry's connected all the air hoses, he starts the animatronic programming by writing a test code to make the torso move.
With animatronics, not only do you have to design and build the mechanical portion, occasionally you have to write some software to control it. Well, that wasn't what I was expecting.
By changing the sequence in which the cylinders fire, he can create a dodge, a jab, or an uppercut.
I think that actually will work pretty well. This will ultimately give me numbers as far as time sequences for the punches, for the dodging and weaving that I can pass on to Zaz for his hard code.
But not long after he gets the torso punching, Terry notices that something's amiss.
Well, I see a bit of a problem here. If I'm the other robot and I'm fighting, we are now not hitting each other's heads.
Which is bad news in any boxing match, but especially in this one, since the scoring sensors are located in the heads.
These robots are going to be playing patty cake.
Coming up, a brain-dead Terry leaves the team at a loss.
Terry was pretty behind schedule.
And later, the robots are finally all dressed up.
That is so cool.
But will they have anywhere to go?
If we don't get it done, there is no final battle.
At Prototype This, we're over halfway through a 2-week project designed to inspire the future of gaming technology. The team is making huge fighting robots that mimic a human player's movements in the boxing ring. And in less than a week, these two automatons are scheduled to beat each other back to the scrap heap in a title bout. Terry's found that his first torso is overextending its reach. The shoulders are too wide for the boxing arms to make contact with the opposing robot.
If I'm the other robot and I'm fighting, we are now not hitting each other's heads. I think, do some quick calculations, either cut it here or cut it here to get both of the hands to come in and strike center.
So he's trying a tricky maneuver.
What I'm trying to do is I'm going to cut a V out of this tube steel, leave the back edge so I can basically bend it forward and re-weld it in place.
In fast-track prototyping, instant fixes are the name of the game. But Terry stays philosophical.
We're not sending this into space yet. Mark my words. We will send this into space at some point. This is going to be the space boxing robot.
Once he's satisfied with the modification, Terry channels his inner color commentator to show off his work to Mike.
Oh, that's gotta hurt, Bob. Let's see how he attacks the next one. It looks like he's gonna do a lean in from the rear, and it's an uppercut. Oh, he's gonna take that one to the bank. I think we got ourselves a champion here.
But with only a few days to go, Terry's working torso puts the robot warriors at only 1/4 complete, and that's well behind schedule.
I'm gonna be putting some overtime on this. Get it done.
With the rest of the team gone for the day, Terry's taken it upon himself to get caught up, so he pulls a late one, hoping to get one robot skeleton done by the time the team arrives in the morning.
It's about 5 in the morning. I pulled an all-nighter to meet the schedule, meet the deadlines. Oh, I'm officially completely ready for a nap. Oh, and that would have hurt.
When the rest of the prototypers roll in the next day, they find Terry sleepy but victorious.
Put in a little bit of extra time last night.
All right.
So
I left last night, and Terry was pretty behind schedule. He pulled a huge comeback here. Make it stand up.
you guys ready?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
I love the sound. Wow. That is awesome.
So there's robot number 1. Diane and I are going to start up on 2. You guys got your software? You're going to be working on that?
Yeah.
Let's get going.
Good job, man.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Despite Terry's pep talk, when the huddle breaks, he goes to catch a few Z's, while Joe and Zaz head to the lair. They've attached accelerometers to a boxing glove, but when plotted on the computer, the punches look too similar. After a day spent recalibrating the accelerometers, now they're getting clean data.
These accelerometer modules actually have 4 different sensitivity modes. What I did is just modified these boards so it's less sensitive, so we'll be able to see the faster peaks, and it actually looks a lot better just from here.
Yeah, that Z spike is totally great.
The test went really well. Zaz and I captured all sorts of different data of us punching, jabs, and uppercuts. And just that quick glance of looking at our graphs of the data that we printed out, it's obvious that the punches are different. We can look in the jab graph, and we see these yellow spikes compared to the uppercut graph, where we see a lot of blue spikes.
With Joe and Zaz's software now able to differentiate between types of punches, they're confident that the robot will accurately mimic a player's movements. That is, if Zaz can make the translation work in his code. At Prototype This, code makes the world go round. And here's a beginner's guide.
Code. Code. Verb. To go into cardiac arrest. Uh-oh. Code. Noun. Instructions for a computer in some sort of programming language. Code.
Well, that clears things up. Down in the shop, now that the first skeleton is standing tall, Nemo and Mike arrive with another load of junkyard parts for the robot's metallic armor.
I think today is going to be an exciting day because Terry's really knocked out most of the mechanical stuff. So now we can start to fit some of the cosmetic stuff to it and a lot of the sensors.
With Nemo's help, Mike finally puts human-like features on the robot skeleton.
Well, that's a fun moment.
That is so cool.
Once you see the final exterior mounted to it, it's like revitalizing. It's like, oh my God, this is going to be absolutely beautiful. We're going to have this giant robot, so they're getting bigger than I even expected. It'll be fantastic.
It's amazing what happens when you put a little clothing on.
I know.
Terry loves the look. His late night was worth the effort. The guys call it a day, but they're still